CaitlinClark finished up one of the most remarkable years of basketball playing in quite some time.
In a stunning turn of events, CaitlinClark ended a week of speculation by breaking her silence on her WNBA future. Shocking the basketball world, she took to Instagram to announce her plans for the upcoming season, finally addressing the swirling rumors about her next move.
She just absolutely did it all and became a magnet for attention and an icon for sports fans, certainly little girls, certainly mine as well, playing her basketball and watching her play.
The basketball world anxiously awaited CaitlinClark's next move as her social media stayed silent after the Indiana Fever's controversial playoff exit. Fans and analysts speculated. Would she return, build on her historic season, or take her talents elsewhere? Could she even switch sports? With each passing day, anticipation grew. Then, on October 2nd, Clark finally broke her silence. Her Instagram post, filled with gratitude for her freshman WNBA experience, sent shockwaves through the league. The post not only reflected on her journey but also hinted at what's next. In this video, we'll analyze what Clark's decision means for the Indiana Fever and how it could shape the future of the WNBA. As we break down her groundbreaking season, we'll explore the lasting impact of her choice on women's basketball. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe. Ready to uncover the truth? Let's go, because reality has arrived.
Make no mistake, CaitlinClark is doing things beyond her years.
CaitlinClark's Instagram post was just the beginning. Beneath those carefully chosen words lay a season that redefined basketball. How did one superstar not only exceed expectations but completely rewrite the record books? On October 2nd, 2024, Clark's Instagram lit up with a message that sent shockwaves through the basketball world. Year 1, check. Thank you to everyone who has supported me as I've lived my childhood dream. I'm filled with gratitude reflecting on this past year. See you all in Year 2. With that statement, she confirmed what fans had been hoping for. She wasn't going anywhere. But what made her season truly extraordinary? It wasn't just about breaking records, it was about demolishing them. Clark's rookie year saw her shatter an incredible 62 records, each one proving her unmatched impact on the game. Her journey is far from over, and as she prepares for Year 2, one question remains: how much higher can she soar?
One of the greatest years of basketball with work put in by anybody ever.
Let's start with the numbers that had statisticians scrambling for new superlatives. CaitlinClark didn't just put up great rookie numbers, she delivered elite stats that rivaled the league's best. She averaged 19.2 points, 8.4 assists, 5.7 rebounds, and 1.3 steals per game, showcasing her all-around brilliance. But the real jaw-dropper? Her 337 total assists, the most ever recorded in a single WNBA season. This wasn't just a rookie making waves, it was a superstar elevating an entire franchise. Clark didn't just put up stats, she shattered records. She became the first freshman to record a triple-double not once, but twice. Then, she made history again, dishing out 19 assists in a single game, setting a new league record and proving her court vision was truly next level. But Clark's impact extended far beyond the numbers. She revitalized an Indiana Fever team that had been struggling for years. Under her leadership, the Fever surged to a 20-20 record, marking their first 20-win season since 2015. More importantly, she led them back to the playoffs, ending a painful postseason drought and signaling a new era for the franchise. CaitlinClark wasn't just a star, she was a game changer.
It's our goal to get to the playoffs.
Our goal is to be in the playoffs. Our goal is to just continue to be competing for a championship.
CaitlinClark's electrifying presence didn't just win games, it won over fans. Attendance soared, jerseys sold out, and the Indiana Fever became must-watch TV. Her impact extended beyond stats. She made her teammates better, creating plays that left defenders scrambling and opening up the floor in ways rarely seen. With every record she shattered, accolades followed. Clark was unanimously named WNBA Rookie of the Year, a clear testament to her dominance. She wasn't just a rising star, she was already one of the league's biggest names. Her all-star selection, earning the highest number of votes, further proved her ability to compete with the best. Clark didn't just belong in the WNBA, she was already shaping its future.
CaitlinClark is way better, way sooner than anybody thought.
What made CaitlinClark's achievements even more remarkable was the way she handled the immense pressure. Entering the league with sky-high expectations, she didn't just meet them, she shattered them. Her poise under the spotlight, her ability to thrive in clutch moments, and her unwavering focus drew comparisons to legends like Larry Bird, Pete Maravich, Steph Curry, and even Michael Jordan. But perhaps the most significant impact of Clark's rookie season was how it transformed the perception of what's possible for a first-year WNBA player. She didn't just raise the bar, she launched it into the stratosphere. Future rookies won't just aim to succeed, they'll be measured against Clark's unprecedented standard, a benchmark so high it almost feels unfair. Her influence extended beyond individual accolades. She changed the game, inspiring the next generation of players and proving that a freshman can dominate at the highest level. If you've made it this far and are enjoying the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We appreciate your time. Now, back to the action.
But she also did it with the spotlight on her at a very young age. Fame is hitting this young lady's life. And very, very rarely did I see a misstep or something that I wouldn't want to show my daughter. Literally every step of the way, it's just like, watch her, watch how she plays, watch how she handles her business.
As CaitlinClark's star rose, so did the target on her back. The phenom who had taken the WNBA by storm was now facing challenges that would test her like never before. Her record-breaking season had captivated fans, but it also brought intense scrutiny and unexpected controversy. The playoffs were meant to be Clark's crowning moment, but instead, they became the center of a heated firestorm. During a crucial game against the Connecticut Sun, an eye poke left her reeling. What should have been a routine play turned into a major debate across the basketball world. Clark went down, yet no foul was called, sparking outrage and fueling discussions about officiating and her growing target in the league.
As everyone else has seen this angle, I'm calling her in and I'm saying to her, I need answers.
Questions about players' safety and officiating intensified after the incident. Fans and analysts dissected every replay, questioning the intentions behind the eye poke. The controversy escalated when USA Today columnist Christine Brennan suggested possible intent, igniting outrage from the WNBA Players Association, which demanded a closer look at the situation.
When you went and kind of swatted at Caitlin, did you intend to hit her in the eye? And if so, could you just, or if not, either way, could you talk about what happened on that play?
I don't even know why I would intend to hit anybody in the eye. That doesn't even make sense to me. But no, I didn't. I didn't know I hit her, actually. I was trying to make a play on the ball, and I guess I followed through and I hit her. So obviously it's never intentional. That's not even like the type of player that I am.
The eye poke was just the beginning of CaitlinClark's challenges. Did you know she was the recipient of 17% of all flagrant fouls called in the league? Let that sink in. Out of 144 players in the WNBA, one player was on the receiving end of a disproportionate amount of excessive contact. And this is just the fouls that were actually called. The number could have easily been much higher. The team responsible for 80% of those fouls? None other than the Chicago Sky, whose head coach was recently fired. This raises an important question. Why is Clark constantly hit with excessive contact, but fouls often go uncalled? On the other hand, when Clark slaps the rim padding, she's hit with an instant technical foul. Let's not forget when Diana Taurasi did the exact same thing, yet no technical was called. Why does it seem like there's a double standard in officiating when it comes to CaitlinClark? Why is she treated differently? These questions remain unanswered.
Let me show you. Let me show you.
Really picks off the pass, and Diana Taurasi.
Look at that. Bro, she just did the same exact movement as what Clark did, except Clark hit it lower. Diana did it straight on and loud.
Really picks off the pass, and Diana Taurasi, they'll count the bucket. And one coming up for DT.
Right in front of the rest, blatantly not even acting on it.
As CaitlinClark's fame grew, so did the dark side of online hate. Despite facing immense adversity, her response only added to her legendary status. Through all the controversies, Clark's focus never wavered. Her ability to rise above the noise and continue performing at an elite level earned her respect from both teammates and opponents. The controversy surrounding her season highlighted the complex landscape of modern sports. On one hand, her unprecedented success brought fresh attention and excitement to the WNBA. On the other, it exposed her to unprecedented levels of scrutiny and criticism. Yet, through it all, Clark's resilience shone brightly. Every challenge seemed to fuel her determination. The eye poke incident, among many others, became a rallying point for larger discussions about player safety and the need for better officiating issues that became impossible to ignore in the wake of her rookie year.
Yeah, I think just being competitive is who I am. It's what I've done my whole career. I think at times there's ways I can probably channel it a little bit better, but that's just basketball at the end of the day. No, that's never gonna change. I'm never gonna lose that. I feel like I'm getting hammered. I don't know. I appreciate Christy getting a tech too. Like, I don't know.
While controversy surrounded CaitlinClark, something unprecedented was happening behind the scenes. The WNBA was about to undergo a transformation unlike anything in its 27-year history. What did Clark do that had everyone, from die-hard fans to casual observers, glued to their screens? The answer lies in what can only be called the CaitlinClark effect. Her impact on the WNBA wasn't just about her on-court performance. It was a seismic shift that completely reshaped the landscape of women's sports. Clark's presence alone propelled the league into uncharted territory, breaking viewership records that had stood for over 2 decades. She wasn't just changing games, she was changing the game.
And the Fever are going to be over 200,000 higher than the next highest total attendance in league history.
Clarkonomics, my friend!
Let's talk numbers. During CaitlinClark's debut season, an astounding 21 broadcasts featuring her attracted over 1 million viewers each. This wasn't just a small increase. It was a quantum leap for a league that had struggled to consistently hit those numbers in the past. Suddenly, the Indiana Fever, once considered an afterthought in the WNBA hierarchy, became must-see TV. And what did all those broadcasts have in common? You guessed it, Caitlin Elizabeth Clark. But it wasn't just about the eyeballs on screens. Clark's magnetic presence translated directly to packed arenas. The Indiana Fever set an all-time WNBA record, averaging above 17,000 fans per home game. To put this into perspective, this was the same team that had the second worst attendance just the season before. In the span of just 1 year, Clark turned the Fever's home court into the hottest ticket in town. Even away games became a spectacle. So much so that opposing teams had to book bigger arenas whenever the Fever were in town. Clark didn't just elevate her team, she transformed the entire league's landscape, proving her undeniable influence.
Record-breaking numbers this season in viewership, ticket sales, merch sales, and just overall growth of the league.
CaitlinClark's influence extended far beyond the hardwood. She became a social media sensation, amassing over 2.9 million Instagram followers. What started as a basketball journey quickly transcended the sport. Clark became a cultural icon. Yet, what made her truly special wasn't just her individual brilliance, it was her ability to elevate those around her. Her playing style, marked by pinpoint passing and clutch scoring, brought out the best in her teammates. The Indiana Fever set a franchise record for assists in a single season, with Clark herself breaking multiple assist records. She didn't just score, she made everyone on the court better. Her presence in the WNBA led to comparisons to Michael Jordan, with analysts noting her ability to attract unparalleled attention and commercial appeal for the league. Much like Jordan's impact on the NBA, Clark's influence reshaped the perception of women's basketball. Her impact wasn't just felt off the court. Clark's playoff debut drew an average of 1.84 million viewers, the highest for any WNBA playoff game since the 2000 finals. Then, in Game 2, her performance drew a staggering 2.5 million viewers, setting a new record and breaking the one set just days earlier. Clark's influence was undeniable. She wasn't just changing the game, she was taking it to new heights.
What CaitlinClark has done for the game is generational, and I just, as a baller to a baller, I just want to say thank you to you, CaitlinClark.
Absolutely.
For just lifting our game up, you and so many great players. But what you're doing, you're going to make all these women multimillionaires one day, like Tiger did, like Michael Jordan did. And we shouldn't hate on her. We should celebrate her, not tolerate her.
Perhaps the most remarkable aspect of the Clark effect is how it lifted not just the Indiana Fever, but the entire WNBA. During her rookie season, every team experienced a surge in fan engagement, as Clark's star power brought new eyes and fresh excitement to women's basketball. WNBA legend Tamika Catchings captured it best, saying that Clark had rejuvenated not just the Fever but the entire city of Indianapolis, and the league as a whole. Catchings even compared Clark's influence to Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, whose rivalry reshaped the NBA. If history is any indication, Clark's impact could be just as revolutionary for the WNBA, ushering in a new era of growth and popularity for the sport.
Yeah, I think it can't be overstated enough, like what she did to bring eyes to that sport. Whether people want to admit it or not, it's just a fact.
As the dust settled on CaitlinClark's record-breaking rookie season, speculation ran wild. Would she be a one-season wonder, or the cornerstone of a dynasty? The basketball world eagerly awaited her next move. Then, after weeks of silence, Clark finally spoke. Her long-awaited social media post was simple yet powerful. "See you all in year 2. With those words, she confirmed her commitment to the Indiana Fever and the WNBA, sending shockwaves through the league. But what does Clark's decision truly mean for the future of the Fever and the WNBA as a whole? Clark's rookie season wasn't just impressive, it was historic. She didn't just win games. She filled arenas, broke records, and captivated audiences. Now, with a full season under her belt, expectations for year 2 are through the roof. Her return signals more than just another season. It's a movement. The future is now. The future is red hot. The future is Fever. With Clark leading the charge, the WNBA is on the brink of something truly special.
Clark is a superstar, not a female superstar. She is a superstar.
We were coming to see CaitlinClark play.
She moves the needle. The WNBA has been looking for someone who moves the needle.
The future looks incredibly bright for the Indiana Fever, not just because of CaitlinClark, but also due to the promising core that surrounds her. Aaliyah Boston, the 2023 Rookie of the Year, forms a dynamic duo with Clark that has the potential to dominate the league for years to come. Adding to the mix is the rim-running and sharpshooting all-star Kelsey Mitchell and the all-around versatility of Lexi Hull. This young and talented roster is just beginning to unlock its full potential. Clark's play style perfectly complements her teammates. Her elite court vision and passing ability create easy scoring opportunities for Boston in the paint, set up Mitchell for open perimeter shots, and allow Hull to thrive as one of the most accurate three-point shooters in the WNBA. As this core group continues to develop chemistry, their effectiveness will only increase, making the Fever a formidable force in the league. Beyond her on-court brilliance, Clark's presence has brought unprecedented attention to the WNBA. Attendance has skyrocketed, television ratings have soared, and media coverage has expanded in ways never seen before. The Indiana Fever, once an overlooked franchise, have become one of the biggest draws in professional basketball. Her ability to engage fans and elevate the profile of women's basketball has already reshaped the league. Her rookie season was nothing short of historic. She didn't just meet expectations, she shattered them. As Nancy Lieberman described, what CaitlinClark has done for the game is generational. Her impact extends far beyond statistics. She has become a symbol of growth and change for the WNBA. As she prepares for the 2025 season, excitement continues to build. With a full training camp, stronger chemistry with her teammates, and a deeper understanding of the professional game, expectations for her sophomore season are sky high. The question isn't whether she will improve, but just how much more dominant she can become. Clark's journey from college phenom to WNBA sensation has already left an unforgettable mark on the sport. In just one season, she has rewritten record books, revitalized a franchise, and won the hearts of fans across the nation. And yet, this is only the beginning. With each game, she continues to push the boundaries of what's possible in the WNBA. The countdown to her return has begun, and the basketball world watches in anticipation of what she will accomplish next.